It's a new year. It's a new day. Every week, we want to know your reasons why.
From Arizona to Los Angeles, I watch Reasons.
From Dallas to LA.
From Kansas City all the way to LA.
From KC
to Florida to LA.
We watch Reasons. And it starts now.
What's up? Ooh, man, that was loud.
Hot, boy.
What it be, y'all? It's Reasons. Y'all know what it is. This is the place, this is the time where y'all can come in and check out, give your reasons why certain things are going on, your opinions and all that good stuff on topics that we're going to be talking about today. And before I get started, it's your boy Fuel.
It's Fat Boy in the building. You already know what type of time we on. We here, man. I'm happy to be here, man. We got a great show for y'all today.
Right.
And let's play ball, man. I'm here, man. I got my, I am Black history hoodie on, and I'm already doing too much early.
Hey, so in case you guys wondering what we're gonna be talking about, we're talking about, are you marriage material? That's gonna be something else right there. I was gonna do something on TikTok, whatever,
all right.
as far as, but I wasn't able to pull it up like I wanted to be able to pull it to share it with the viewers and everything. So that might not happen, but we definitely gonna be talking about some of the things to watch. What are we watching? On Hulu. And, and
I got some shows for y'all.
What you call it?
Netflix.
Prime. That's
Prime.
I was trying to get
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Peacock.
Peacock.
Yeah.
You
got some shit.
I like Tubi, man. To be honest.
See, I haven't seen that, so you might have to hit me up on that.
Tubi is another little streaming platform. I don't think they have any like big major series.
No,
but
I've been seeing some good things, or whatever. But I think
they have all the
little
the good black cinema movies, the real low budget B movies that I love.
Yeah,
that I can sit for hours watching low budget movies.
Well, I did the trial on it, and then after it ran out, I think I ended.
Oh, you didn't do it no more. Oh yeah, I never do the trial. I just sign up for free.
See, but is it for free? Tubi's free?
Tubi's free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Peacock's free. You just can't get the Prime part of it.
Exactly.
The premium part of it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Tubi's the same way.
Yeah. I don't even look.
That's how they try to reel you in with all this free shit. Then they be like, "Oh, we got the greatest movies." And then
they gonna play
like,
in.
Shit, I gotta see
I need to see this shit. Yeah. No, for real.
Hey, so man, it's been great, man. I mean, let's talk about your weekend, dog. What you do the weekend, man?
What did I do this weekend? Oh yeah, my one of my young fellas play basketball.
Oh, okay.
And so I help coach. So I basically basketball, and then the Super Bowl. So I sat home and just watched the Super Bowl. The city get crazy because I'm in LA.
Yeah.
Everybody want to go out, but it get crazy. The city get crazy. So I sat in the house and just enjoyed the game. Was scared half the game. OBJ went out, but we pulled it out. I was excited. I was screaming. My voice just came back.
Yeah.
Literally, I was hoarse for like a couple of days.
Yeah.
And we smacked y'all to get in there. But so we can talk about that.
You know what? I think I fell asleep on the second quarter, maybe like the very beginning of it, kind of.
Because we was winning.
And I was pissed. I was pissed that Beckham got hurt, man.
Yeah,
this was like a highlight for him, man.
Yeah.
And if you notice, the even with the parade and stuff going on, did you see him in the?
I didn't even watch any highlights.
I don't know if I even seen it. You know how everybody comes up and speaks.
He definitely was there.
He had to be there. Of course.
He definitely was there.
But you know what I'm saying? I think it was kind of like a bittersweet.
It's a bittersweet moment for him.
Yeah,
but you know what?
He was kind of like,
You know what I do think?
He started it off.
He started it off, but he gonna come back.
Oh yeah.
And he gonna be better than ever. But also, he that's what I love about sports, right? I think that you put your heart out for it. You came here. They said he was washed. They said he was done. It was over with. And he came back and he proved himself. And like you say, to go out on that injury is bittersweet. But I know he's more just anxious to get back on the field and prove that he can finish a season healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess every time you injure yourself, your stock go down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we pulled through. Man, Cooper Kupp, man. Cooper Kupp is
Man.
probably the most, even though he was the best wide receiver in the league this year,
Yeah.
I think he's still underrated. Meaning,
Well,
like, because you talk about the Julios, you talk about all of these other guys, right?
you know
But
why he's underrated?
he's
It's because sometimes I think the quarterback can underrate you as a player
well,
too.
yes,
Because if you're not throwing those big ones, you know what I'm saying? Like you're catching a lot of little ones. You know, your stats
okay,
are still okay. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
But you're not getting that shine.
That shine you
You know what I'm
deserve,
saying? Like
right?
Tariq Hill gets. You know what I'm saying? Because he's bombing that shit and then he's catching that shit and he's not. You know what I'm saying?
But
Shit like that.
but if
So
you
it's that
look,
type of plays or whatever. Sometimes it kind of waters down your fame a little bit, I
but
think.
but listen to this though. It 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 watered down his flame, but also he had all of that. Tyreek Hill and them guys are more flashy. You
True,
got to
right.
think
That part.
he led the league in yards after catch. He had the triple crown. He led in everything.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? So he was making the big
So
plays.
he just low
He
key.
just was low key doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
And out of all of them, besides Debo Samuels, I think he probably the best pass blocker out of all of them. Because he
Okay.
also get in there and block the run, block the
Yeah,
pass,
yeah.
block the rusher. So Cooper Kupp is he's like a Swiss Army knife. He's
Yeah.
durable, but he's versatile. I
Right.
enjoy watching him play. He saved us.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
saved us. If it wasn't for him.
Let me give y'all one for your boy. Let me give you one. That wasn't supposed
That
to be.
wasn't supposed to be. Yeah. Hey, yeah, give it. Hey, you
That
give
part
us that one
wasn't
too.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
But I give it. I give it.
Yeah.
I mean, I most definitely, congrats to the Rams because they from
Smacked your
St. Louis.
team.
They from St. Louis, though.
Yeah,
You know what
they
I'm
are.
saying? To be honest
But they
with you,
really
it
a
was
LA
better.
team.
Nah, whatever. So,
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta claim it some kind of way.
They
You know
really
what
a
I'm saying?
LA team.
I mean, but it wasn't
no.
a bitter, loss totally. It wasn't a whole total loss for the season for me.
Right.
Just by the fact of knowing that they're actually from St. Louis or whatever.
But you was hating.
And I was hating a little bit.
You was.
I was hating a little bit because to be honest with you, man, I think the whole playoffs, everybody that should have been on those tops, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Kansas City.
But they all lost though.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what pissed me off. All of them that should have been up there in that, everybody lost. I didn't get it.
I feel like what it's showing you is that it's the changing of the guard, right? Right. It's the passing of the torch. Tom Brady, though Aaron Rodgers, those guys, their day being Roethlisberger, those guys you used to hearing them, they out of there. Now you have Joe Burrow. Now you have my boy Hubbard. Hubbard. Hubbard from the Chargers. You have Kyler Murray. You have Jackson. You have your boy Patty Mahomes, who I think is probably the most dynamic quarterback I've ever seen. Like he do some stuff like it's almost like, bro, get your mans. Like you just gonna let him. Well, hey, bro, I ran in. He ran the other way. Then I went the other way. Then he spent out of that and he threw a touchdown. What you want me to do? I did my job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's probably more phenomenal. So, but it's really the changing of the guard. And I think a lot of people was upset because there is no more of those guys. They days came and went.
Yeah.
They days came and went. And now it's the young, because next year, those same, get used to it. Them same guys is coming back. Kansas City is going to be back. Matthew Stafford is going to come back with a little more confidence because I was listening to ESPN, like one of the analysts was saying that what he did do it is in our last 3 games, we did win.
Yeah.
On 3 game winning drives by Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Which is big. And they've been saying that he's trash. I call him, I talk bad about him. But after I really listened to that, and he was right. He saved us.
Yeah.
He didn't throw a pick like you would have thought he would. You thought he was gonna do.
That's true.
he stood solid
And hold on. You see the difference between a rookie and a professional too
oh,
under that pressure because you
definitely.
see how what's name threw that last pass or whatever when he went down and he just like fuck it, I'm just throwing
Oh, you
it.
talking about
I'm
who?
wishing for
Jimmy G.
the for the Bengals
Oh yeah, but yeah,
quarterback. Yeah,
he was just
you
through.
know. But yeah, I don't want to get too much
Yeah,
into
yeah,
that.
we'll start talking about that. Good evening. I see some comments. Good up. What's
That's
up,
me.
family? Oh, you said good evening. No, I see. No, Renee
So
said good evening, King.
Renee's in the house.
Hey,
What's up,
Renee. How
Renee?
you doing?
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
They said, yeah.
Yeah.
He
I
just
see it.
said
I'm watching y'all. I see y'all out there.
Hey, so what else has been going on though before we get into our main topic, man? Because
Oh, the halftime show.
that part. Yeah.
You can't miss that.
Hold on, I put it this way.
50 Cent. I could have did without 50 Cent.
What?
I could have did.
Come on,
I was
baby.
expecting hologram Tupac.
That part.
I thought
I
I thought Tupac was about to start crip walking. I was really excited about it,
put it
but
this
it didn't happen.
yeah.
But what I would say is that it was great for the culture of hip hop
It was great for the
on the
culture.
biggest stage, right?
It
All of those
it was a way
eyes.
to show, of course, the like you said, great for the culture. Showing younger cats, you know what I'm saying? Basically, where you can go in this industry, you know what I'm saying, with hip hop and stuff
Yeah.
like that or whatever, and be bigger than not bigger than life, but just up there. But the only thing I didn't like about I can't say I didn't like about it. I expected, like you said, like a hologram of Tupac
Mm-hmm.
or something with Nipsey, which I
Yeah.
think they did play a Nipsey song before the game or
Yeah.
something
Before
like
the
that or
yeah.
whatever.
I
You
would
know
have
what I'm
thought
saying?
some
But
Nipsey
I
or
was
something.
still kind of like, just give us a hologram, just you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, just to
Yeah.
kind of give
Yeah.
it that, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But everything else is because I grew up in that era, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I knew the songs and everything, whatever the case may be, and it was just kind of cool for me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the bomb shit to the point where like, did you see that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see what Mary did? Did
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that
Mm-hmm.
type. It was
Mm-hmm.
just kind of like, nigga, this is hip hop.
It's
This is
just
what
hip
it
hop. It
is,
was just
and this is
culture.
raw shit.
It
You know
was
what I'm saying?
culture. It was showing really how much we have influenced pop culture. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
I always tell people, we are pop culture. Even when
right.
Elvis stole it from, stole Big Mama Big Mama records and made it pop culture. You know
Mhm,
what I'm saying?
mhm,
But
mhm,
we are pop culture. Hip hop sets this trend. We are everything.
mhm.
That's why they're able to sell Gucci and Givenchy. They wasn't selling that shit like that
Exactly.
before hip hop. And it was good to see it on the main stage. So now you see that not only do we have a great culture, but we bring eyes, right?
Exactly.
Hip hop brings a lot of
Yeah,
eyes because
exactly,
a lot of people showed up for that halftime show,
exactly.
right? Because a lot of people didn't really care about the Bengals and the Rams,
Right, true.
right? You want to watch the Super Bowl, it's the most watched event, of course, every year, but you really showed up for that halftime show. And it wasn't Madonna,
Right.
right? And it wasn't Sting or U2, right?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was Dre, Snoop,
Yeah.
right?
Those
Crip
dope.
walking. And it was
Let me ask you this.
the Tams on Rosecrans. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It was just that whole scenery,
Let's
that
let,
LA, that culture,
right. Let me ask you
lowriders.
this. Let me ask you this. Would say like if the Rams hadn't have won and it was another team or whatever playing for that, would that halftime still felt more would it feel more still felt, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Hey,
You know where I'm getting
that's a
at?
great point. I think
With it because everything was all about West Coast.
it was just the
Basically,
West
what the
Coast
whole
thing.
thing is
So
just
you think it was set up?
bluish.
Okay. I think it definitely was a storyline. It's definitely a
I
storyline,
can't say it was
but
set up, but it's
it
crazy how
played
that
out that
works. Put
way.
it that
It
way.
did.
It
It did.
crazy.
It
It's
definitely
crazy
did.
how that
But
works.
they almost
How it
lost.
works.
They almost
They did
lost.
almost lose
They
though.
did.
That was
We almost lost for real.
they did
I was
almost lose.
sick.
The show was awesome and very family oriented, but hip hop I love. That's what
Yes.
Renee said. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Shell's in the house. What's up, cuz?
What's
She's in the
happening?
house.
What's up, family?
Everybody's coming in now. I
Yeah,
see
come
y'all
on
now.
in.
Dang it.
Slide on in.
We
Slithering.
didn't have to talk
Yeah.
about
Tap in with
what else
us.
we have, man.
The parade was yesterday. I didn't
I
go.
think they was too. They was.
That
It
was
was
too
too.
fast.
Well, not too fast. It was. it was too much. No, 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 no. Not say too much. I don't want to say it's too much.
Yeah, what you hating on us
No, no, no,
now?
no, 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 no. No, I'm just saying it was kind of okay. It was cool, but it wasn't like I guess everybody was so buzzed and so drunk or whatever that you really couldn't understand. You know, it's like you know how you just kind of like you're not really saying nothing. You're just there and happy
Yeah, you
and
just happy
enjoying
to be
yourself
in the
and
vibe. It's
celebrating.
the
So I get that. But in
But
the
you know, we
news,
we the city of champions.
oh yeah,
So
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
just to
yeah, yeah.
let you to kind of clarify what you're saying is we're always gonna be like that because we are the city of champions, and we we
Who mentioned
we
that?
haven't had a parade in so long.
Who mentioned that in contribute in
You know, we missed
dedicated to Kobe
a
doing the
Cooper
thing.
Cup.
Cup.
So,
Yes,
yeah, I
yes.
did see
You know what I'm saying?
highlights of that.
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
You
he
know what I'm
came out in the
saying?
Kobe jersey
And he made
and he
that
said a
point of
back to
being a
back.
and he made that point about being champions. But the only thing that was the negative thing that was on there that I seen, of course, was the whole thing with the young photographer that fell and quarterback
That's Stafford.
Stafford turned
It,
around.
it let him
And
fall.
just let I mean, didn't say, and
I
the
mean,
wife
excuse me.
hurry up attended to the girl
I
that was
mean,
falling. I
well,
mean, it was just so
he privileged me.
no, but still, it was kind of like
It looked bad.
it looked bad.
He's still
Because
new
it,
to
it,
the
it could have
city
been it could
though.
have been like, no, but I mean somebody fall in front of you, you just look and just turn around.
Like,
No,
he
you'd
was,
be like, man, she
but
already the wife even hurry up
yeah,
and
but
jump to the attention.
before his to come to his to protect him, or basically, he was probably faded.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you're
so
not that faded to not know. If it was his wife, I bet he would have hurry up and
I
jumped in it.
mean, yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
that's not
So
his
when some
wife. He don't gotta sleep with that guy.
you see that?
He don't gotta sleep.
Y'all
He
see that double standard?
if he would have let his wife fall off that bus, he would have
Not
been
the bus, it
sleeping
was stage, on the
off
stage.
the
Yeah, yeah,
stage.
yeah, yeah.
He would have been sleeping on the couch for the next 3 years.
Well, yeah, that too, but
Yeah,
still,
he live with her. He don't live with him.
yeah, but
He can send him a thank you note,
he's getting slack on that.
a
Yeah,
signed jersey. That's all that's gonna happen. He gonna get him a signed jersey. Actually, the best thing that ever happened to him is falling in front of Matthew Stafford because he gonna get some little gifts for it.
yeah.
He
Well,
might get some Rams gear and
he's
all of
he's
that.
gonna get some slack for that.
All right,
All
let's
right.
get to it. What are people saying? What we talking about? I told you I almost lost my voice.
Now, Shell said, "Hey, what's up, Shay?" She's up there. Did I see something else? Or am I missing something? I think I'm looking for her. No, I don't see nothing. Hey, so let's get in this. I guess this is a deep topic
Yeah,
because
talk. Let's do it.
we have Valentine's Day that just passed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we got a lot of relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Some broke up from what I'm hearing,
Yeah,
and some, are still,
my cousin broke up with his girlfriend on
stepped up to
Valentine's
the
Day.
plate. Some people
Yeah.
stepped up to the
Mhm.
plate. I think, I think Valentine's Day is really, and you know
It's
what?
overrated.
You know why I'm thinking it's overrated? Because I don't have nobody.
Yeah, you don't have no boo.
That's
I don't
why it's
have no boo.
overrated. It's
I
overrated.
don't have
You know
no
what I'm
boo.
saying? It's kind of like I don't know, and to those that I care about, those I love, I do stuff for or whatever. But it's kind of like, it's just really like over. It's,
It it it's,
it's,
it is definitely is, but I had a little rendezvous today. Um, I think if you take the pressure off of the day and just get to the connection with it, I think it's dope. But I agree with you. It's just too much because the day just becomes about gifts. Like I was looking on Instagram, I seen a chick like really like cuss her man out because he bought her some stuff she didn't want. He brought her some for Valentine's Day,
wow,
but because it was what she didn't want,
I
she
appreciated
threw
that.
it, kicked it, all the kind of shit, cussed
Really?
him out, talking about she don't want that bullshit and went ham on him. Yeah. And I was just
Wow.
like, and so like you said, that's what makes it too much. But um I just also think that people don't really care about relationships. So it gets into what we're talking about today.
Yeah,
It's just like
marriage
the
material.
value of relationships, and y'all been knowing me for
Yeah.
this. I always say this, it's shitty now, right?
Right.
What people, men and women, right? Let's just put that out there. We don't see marriage as what it is or relationships. Like I hear women say stupid shit like put a ring on it and I'll act right. Like,
What?
no, or you know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
put a ring like you ain't putting no ring on it. And it's like, how can you possibly do that shit? How could you possibly be a wife if you're not preparing yourself in a relationship? You
True.
get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
which
Like you
makes
should,
sense.
it
Exactly.
builds quality.
Exactly.
It's like trying to do heart surgery.
Yeah.
for the first time. Like, you just gonna go do heart surgery?
Right,
You feel
right,
me? It
right.
may not be that complicated, but think about it, relationships are that complicated.
Complicated, exactly.
They mentally complicated, they're emotionally complicated, they're physically exhausting, right? And so you have to sign up for more than just trinkets, right?
Right, right, right.
More than just Valentine's Day. But I think that most people signed up for just that.
Yeah. Marriage material. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, no, well,
What we
Shell
say?
said V-Day is a retail day,
It definitely
and,
is a retail
she
day.
said a tantrum, nice, a tantrum. That's why I have the tantrum. I my little girl having
Oh,
a
yeah,
tantrum.
yeah.
But
No, yeah.
Renee said,
She started
"I
tripping.
had a wonderful day, flowers, chocolate, strawberry, champagne, hot wings, Netflix, and we're ooh, damn, Renee, you got it
But that's and
in."
you know what?
But
Renee been married. That's why she has
that's
been
why that
married for
relationship lasts
25,
is like it
what,
has
30, 35 years, 40
40
years.
years, yeah.
Some, so many years I always forget because y'all been married for so long. No, really.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so, but it that was intimate. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That was an intimate moment.
Yeah.
He didn't have to take her to Roof Chris.
Right,
Right?
right, right,
It
right, right.
wasn't about that. It was about the thought that counts. And I think that that's what makes a successful relationship.
Exactly.
But my question is, and the question of the day is, what makes a successful marriage? Are you
No,
marriage
marriage
material?
material, yeah.
Yeah, are
That's the
you marriage
question.
material?
That's the question. And any of you out there listening, that's what we
Renee,
wanna
we
know
know
from
you
y'all. Well,
are.
we already know Renee's
Yeah,
marriage
we know
material.
you are.
She's
Yeah,
holding it
she
down.
the OG.
But, Renee, you could probably either put some, comments on there
Definitely
to
can
help
put some comments in
some of
there.
these young ladies
Yeah,
out that, that feel like that they're, marriage material, but really not. You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
You might have something that can help us out here.
Eh,
I mean, well, it's not even really just for females too. It's us. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
guys. You know
men
what I'm
as
saying?
well.
Are
As
we
well,
marriage material?
because I'm
Because
not.
yeah,
I
see,
just had to tell her. I told a woman that.
mm,
I told a woman to her face. I said, I am not marriage material.
mhm.
I'm sweet. I'm all of that. I rub feet. I do all of that. But at some point, I'm just not your sucker. You feel what I'm
Hold on,
saying?
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to come
Yeah,
in.
come on, come on. Let's start it. Let's start it.
All right.
Let's
So,
talk.
you're saying that you're not marriage material, but you would do all the things basically someone in a marriage would do.
Yeah, because
But
I'm a hopeless romantic.
so then what is it? Is it being not married to have an out or
That's one.
I'm like,
That's
you're
one.
keeping it real. He's
Yeah, that's
keeping it
one.
real.
Yeah,
And that's really what
yeah,
it is. Because if you're doing everything and whatever, and you with someone for so long or whatever the case may be, it's kind of like if a point in time comes, you can get that out. You have that out,
yeah.
and and you have that choice or whatever, as opposed to feeling like you're stuck with
I also think that titles are overrated,
something.
right? Unless you've been married for 40 years,
Mm,
right? I think that people put the wrong emphasis on title,
mm,
right?
mm,
The wrong attention on title. Like,
uh-huh,
I feel like a person could be together with somebody for 10 years in this day and age, be straight, get married, get divorced in the next first two. You know what I mean?
and it's
Because
happened.
they
That's
got
happened.
married because, oh, I just wanted the wedding, or most women looking for financial stability and security,
Right.
right? Not be she don't love him. So I had a moment just before I went to school with my grandfather, and it's gonna tie into this. And this is what really hurt me and started to made me reflect on the women I've been choosing, right? He is paralyzed on one side,
Mm,
and he can't move with he paralyzed on one and he barely can move with the other.
uh-huh,
So he fell, right? And he been sitting in his shit and piss, right? In his feces and pee for over 2 to 3 hours, right?
what?
3 hours. I had to go get him off the floor,
Uh-huh,
right? And I had to go clean him up. And it was this level of vulnerability in his eyes that he had. Like,
uh-huh,
we agreed. We said nothing.
uh-huh,
I just kept saying, "I got you, Grandpa. I ain't gonna let you whatever." But we said nothing, but we understood each other because it was like he had to humble himself,
uh-huh.
for one, to let me clean him.
Right.
For two, I know in his brain he thinking like, "Damn, I gotta wait for my grandson to come clean me up." And then I thought right at that moment when I left, and since that day, what woman do I know?
That would
Do
do
I
it.
have in my phone that if I was paralyzed like that would help
They're
me?
coming to you. Wow.
And ever since
Well, hopefully
then,
the one that you massaging feet better be.
I mean,
No, I know
but
what you mean though.
that's a part of my thing
But
though. That's a deep.
that's a good train of thought to know if that woman is marriage material or if you want to marry that person. You know, is when those circumstances come, whatever, is that person still going to have your back?
Right.
Is that person real with you? You know what I mean? And you really the sad part is you really don't know that until something happens.
You knew
You
that
know what I'm
his
saying?
level of vulnerability,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
level of vulnerability that he had at that moment, it showed me, it scared me. It was frightening. Okay. Oh,
You said, okay.
okay. I see you,
That was
Renee.
Renee. You go ahead and
Stop
read that.
begging and let
You
that man.
go ahead. Yeah.
Renee say, stop begging and let that man show you affection according to what he has and can afford. Uh, Ty and I started off with nothing, but I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Ty and I started out
Oh,
with
Ty said
nothing, but we had to build together, and I
Right.
feel that. I think that that's the
Yeah.
most important thing, and I think that's why y'all have 40 years.
Yeah.
Of course, I know that's why you have
She
40
said for
years,
better and worse.
for better or worse.
Exactly.
And I think that I tell people I have to get on my grandma. My grandma she got married and she separated from my husband. I get on her about, you know, the vows. You took vows, and I think we take oaths. It's like a culture. You used to like you sign. I don't know how many fraternities and sorority sisters, frats and sorority sisters we have on here, or gang
Right.
culture, whatever. When you tying yourself not only to that person, but tying that yourself to that person through God.
Right. Right.
So you making the oath, and I don't think people really listen and pay attention to the oath that's being taken. Rich or poor, right? Death do us part.
Right. Right. Right.
Weakness, and back to what my grandpa, right? Weakness and health,
Right.
right? And when he hurt, right? Who gonna help you? But when you healthy, who gonna be there to make you smile, right? And so I think that
I'm gonna
go
cut
ahead,
you real quick,
go ahead,
but
go ahead.
because I don't want to lose this thought because you said that you wasn't marriage material,
Right.
and when you said you wasn't marriage material, also mentioned the fact that do you have a woman in your phone that you can call that would do certain things for you? So do you feel like that you're not going to you can't be there for a certain woman or other women or whatever because you're not marriage material yourself and it's you know what I'm saying? It's vice versa. It's like is it, say like can that woman call you, because
Yeah,
you're marriage
you
material
know,
or whatever?
I have done that,
Uh-huh.
right? I just my mother. First of all, I was raised by a single mother,
Mhm.
so my mom raised me how she'll want her husband to be, right? So I am husband material, but through these years, you get what I'm saying? I say I'm not just because certain stuff I'm not willing to
That's
do.
happening.
I'm not willing to do anymore.
I mean, and it depends on what it is, I guess,
But
because when you, I mean, and that's the thing, and I'm asking because I'm kind of wondering. I'm thinking as we go along, am I husband material or not too? But the question is if you is it because of the particular thing that's going on in your life right now that you feel like you wouldn't be husband material, or is it because that you don't feel like you can be with someone for a long length of
I'm
time
gonna give you
at
the
one time, for a long length of time.
I'm gonna give you a number one answer.
Mhm.
First thing I have to do before I could become husband material or marriage material is build and work on my foundation.
Right.
One thing I would say about a woman I've met and I talked to, and she was expensive and all this, but she taught me that I had some growing up to do,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Because if you are in a marriage, right, you need to be financially stable to be able to get your wife a car, and you know what I'm saying? You need to be having these things because I didn't really think that way until I met my buddy and his pops. And his pops, he take care of their whole family.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody got cars. Is he a weak man because he's doing that? No. It makes him a great man. He still get ties for Christmas, right? He still go through all the bullshit as men we go through, but he's doing above and beyond. And it's not for kudos, it's not for brownies. It's just because he's being a great father. But now in turn, like I told him and I tell my boy, his mother is also awesome because she held it down, right? She made sure all the kids went to school. And then while he's helping, she's getting degrees, right? She's getting her master's and she's still working to build. It's not just constant take, take, take. But what I learned from him is a good man does provide for his family in that way.
Right.
Now, this new era, where I just gotta buy you Jimmy Choos or I gotta buy you Balenciaga
Well, is
to
it
show my
structured?
love or to confess my love to you through material things.
But being in a relationship with someone, is the thing, is it structured on material things or what person can do for each other, or is it because of how you just genuinely feel about somebody? You know what I mean? Because the thing is, it's kinda like when you feel something for someone, even if you're not, say, like, stable the way that you are, but that one person that comes into your life can build like, women are strong.
Yes,
Women can say things. The
yes,
right woman can
yes.
say things to make your
Get your
ass get
ass,
you
get
off
up.
your
Yeah.
butt or whatever the case
Hmm.
may be. But once you get there or whatever the case may be, if your mindset ain't set on, on a relationship with her, then she's out, of course, right?
Hmm.
But if you're like you said, marriage material,
Right.
then you're gonna obviously
You're gonna do these
gravitate
things.
to
But
that person that way or whatever. So when it comes to say like someone that can provide but the feelings ain't really there. But just because you're providing, just because you're doing this, you think that we can be married.
well,
And that's a
that's
mistake
the
a
trap
lot of
you get
people
caught
make.
in. Well, that's the trap you get caught into, and boom. So now that goes to my second one,
Mhm.
right? That's why I'm not ready,
Right.
right? Because what I'm not gonna be doing is playing Nike and sponsoring all these women just to show them that I can provide to be a
Exactly.
potential husband and a potential. No, I'm not doing all of that.
Right, right,
But
right.
what I have learned is that I need to get my shit together
Mhm,
so that when my wifey do come,
mhm.
I got enough to go get her that car she want.
But is
Not
your
just
mindset though on what you have in order to do something, provide on something in order for you to be in a marriage, or is it the fact that it's just for yourself that you need to feel that way,
what
that you got to
what
feel? You know what I'm saying?
I know what I mean is I think that not just feeling, I think that it's necessary, right? Because like my grandma we was talking
It's
about off
necessary.
camera, it's necessary that a man has his own.
Right, right,
Right? It's necessary that he can provide for his family and his children.
right,
It is a necessity, right?
right.
Now, I think that it it goes too far in this day and age. The man doesn't get as much as respect as he deserves
Uh-huh.
for being that provider, being that rock in the family. But it is necessary. But I also realize that because women have realized that it's necessary, they are using that against us,
Mm,
right?
mm.
They feel like if
Wow.
you don't right, let me say
Go
why.
ahead.
They feel like if you don't have these certain qualifications, then they treat you like a joke, right?
Mm, mhm,
I feel like our women, especially, not some of these, not most of these great black women, all of our great women on our that watch our show, but in the world, right?
mhm,
They don't really respect black men
mm.
anymore. And the
I
reason why I say that is because when you look at most of us, they don't talk about the brothers who out of Harvard or, when
mhm,
you look at most of us, we entertainers or we in jail or we LGBTQ. And so whatever, you get what I'm saying? So I was good. I was real good. PR. Think y'all see me? And so it they have a negative image on us. So what they do is to keep us away from them, to block us out, to also keep to have their defense up and to keep their wall up. They use that as a checklist.
mm,
So if you don't have this, and that, then you can't even get to even know that she a horrible woman.
mm.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
got to pay to learn. That's why I say I'm not ready because I'm not ready to pay to learn. But what I have learned is that I do need to be capable to be to have to take responsibility
Yeah,
of
and mostly being able to
responsibility
take care of
financially.
yourself more or less than taking care of someone else. Basically, really what it comes down to when it comes to marriage. I mean, if you can't,
Yes.
you most definitely want to be able to take care of yourself.
Let's see what we got over here.
Renee,
What we got?
we said, oh wait a minute, we got
They got
one.
good one. She says there is someone out there for everyone. God says so. God says so. So we need to
Here, I
see
got
it.
it.
Yeah, put it up.
There's someone out there for everyone,
Yeah,
God said. So we, the people,
change
change
the
the
rules.
rules of marriage, and it requires too much. I caught the bus for 5 or 6 years before there was a car. You know
See,
what I'm saying? Nick
listen.
Nick's in the house. What's up, Nick
What's
Nick?
up, Nick? Nick, you know what? And that's just because you're an awesome woman, Renee.
Yeah.
And I always tell women that, right? We have this saying, black women, and I know y'all just said it, right? or y'all always said it, and why I say just said it because you said it before you got on the show. For you, I need me a Barack Obama type man, right? Our women always say that, but what when Michelle met Barack Obama, he was buried,
Yeah.
right? Right? He was not Barack Obama. Do you know when Michelle met him, she was already when he started to run for the race, she gave up a job making $625,000 a
Well,
year.
that's just saying to go to say, you know what I'm saying? That sometimes
Are
it's
you? I'm saying though, how many women are willing to give up their career, finances
because why?
to
Because
make sure he becomes the great
that's what I'm
or
saying.
the forefront of the relationship,
Right, which
the
goes
head
back
of the
to my point.
household?
This goes back to my point is sometimes it's and even though we talked about how most women are today or whatever. I haven't lately. I've been
I can't read
experiencing.
today, huh?
I've been experiencing and seeing, especially we was gonna talk about TikTok or whatever. I had some stuff to pull up, but I have been experiencing and seeing women, trying to uplift the man, the black man. You know what I'm saying, especially with all the negativity that's been going on in the world and stuff like that or whatever. I've been seeing them, hey, they call you, king, blah blah blah. I treat my man like this and like that or whatever, and even mixed couples, you know what I'm saying? If they're even it's a mixed couple, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I've seen much respect or whatever. I haven't seen a whole lot of the negativity until it came to maybe the younger generation. And when I say younger, I'm talking about maybe
35 and
30,
under,
30 or
30
younger.
under,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And it's
Um,
kind of like because they're not being taught,
the
you know what I'm
value
saying?
of
The
it
value
is
is
more
like
than just
right, right.
he
And
not your
sometimes,
sponsor.
yeah,
He
and
not to
sometimes I
pay for you to
wonder, like,
take care of you,
I wonder if a lot of uh
and
uh
vice versa.
well, the thing
Yeah, for
is,
men as
or
well.
a lot of these women are they paying attention to? You know what I'm saying? Are they paying attention to the fact that what I'm saying that we're kings, queens, and stuff like that or whatever? Because all of the negative shit going on. If you look at TikTok and stuff now, and maybe I don't know if it's because of my search or it could be just me. I don't know, but every probably 5 or 10 the first 5 or 10 that I pull up on my TikTok is them showing their chest or with no shirt on under their
Yeah,
I mean
yeah,
no bra on under their
yeah.
shirts or whatever or either twerking doing something nasty whatever and then I might get something that
But I
makes some real
but
shit
I
that might make
blame
sense or
but I
whatever, you know
also
what I'm saying?
blame us for that though,
Well,
right?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Because
If
we think
enough, if
so
that's
much.
where they're going off of, and if they're not getting enough of that, positive stuff or whatever, as opposed to all this negative shit, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a fight.
Yeah,
So it's kind of
yeah.
like, you know what
Right,
I'm
right, right.
saying?
Okay, I
Like,
get what you're saying.
like
Okay.
if when you go on TikTok, you see this and then see that or whatever. But then when you go on Facebook or Instagram, it might be something that more makes sense because they can't be naked like that. They
Yeah.
can't do all
They
that type
can't
of
do all
shit.
that.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's your choice of what you're actually looking at and what you're really intaking for yourself or whatever because of just by watching. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean I agree what you're saying though as to how women are,
Yeah.
and they're trained of thoughts right now, or
Right now,
whatever, and
men
feel like
too though.
unless you bringing it, then forget you. Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
ain't got time for that.
She
You
ain't
know
tr
what I'm saying?
the point I'm making is, and I could just wrap it all up. Women or men as well, we not trying to build, right? I think we just in a microwave era
Mhm,
at this point. Everything your husband gotta come with 6 figures or you can't date him.
mhm,
It's just we in that era. Ain't nobody gonna ride the bus for 6 years. And
mhm.
we can jump, let's jump back and let's jump into these influencers, man.
Yeah.
You wanna get to it? But
No,
like
no, no, no. We're
we're
good.
gonna
We
go,
just
yeah, we're gonna
keep
go.
going.
Okay,
Yeah.
but ain't no how many people, even men,
Mhm,
right? How many men are going to stay at home and cook and make sure she go to school
mhm.
and go through nursing school and vice versa, right? How
Yeah.
many of us are going to really understand our role, appreciate our role, and then on the flip side of that, how many people are going to understand their role and appreciate their role on both sides, right? Because you got to say, hey, my husband is not working, but he's not a bum.
Yeah.
He's a stay-at-home father. He's making sure the kids, he's helping with homework. He's doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. But I think that it goes back to the people, right? It's just
Well, it goes to like what you were just saying,
it's
like
it's
how
based
many
on
so that
them,
it well
on how
and
they
and,
feel,
and it's well
on how much they
it's the
care.
mentality, it's the attitude on who you with and how you want to grow.
Right.
And what the communication. Are we growing together? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And that's basically what Shell said. Let's make six figures together. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's basically really what it comes down to. And I guess because I'm at the age now, I've never really had like my daughter's mom, we was married, but we wasn't never. I didn't have a marriage because it didn't last. So we figured that out early or whatever. How that we were on two different paths,
Right.
and it was that conversation that we had or whatever that got us there. You know what I mean? And we never had bitterness towards each other, blah blah blah. But that's
Right.
just kind
That
of the way it
communication.
rolled out.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
we communicate.
Mhm.
And my whole thing is if I'm going to be with someone, it's kind of like, are we doing this together? Are we coming up together? You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm at the age where it's like, shit, if we ain't doing it together, then
Then what we doing?
then what we doing?
Then what we doing?
You know what I'm saying? And I've and trust me, dog. I nigga, I can get whoever basically,
Right.
and I
Right.
can
Right.
play the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the maturity in the last few years, especially since this
Yeah.
COVID thing, to make you think of whatever a lot now,
You don't
whatever.
want. You
It's
don't
kind
want
of
to
like
die alone.
I'm trying to see. Yeah, I'm trying to see what you about for real.
No,
You know
for
what I'm saying?
real.
I'm trying to see, you know what I'm saying? Like we can hit or whatever the case may be, but if that's gonna be what it is, that's all it's gonna be.
That's all I
You
got
know
for
what I
you.
mean? That's all I
Same
got for
here.
you. You know what I'm
That's it.
saying? But if
Same
we're
here.
on some communicating on, hey, this is what we're trying to do, this is what we're trying to get there. We're trying to blah blah blah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I want to do this, I want to do that, or whatever, and we're working on it and we're
Yeah.
going
We're
towards it.
going towards
Then
something.
okay. But
Yeah.
if I'm still like, somewhat, I ain't gonna say struggling, but I'm
Yep.
still working on building my empire.
Yeah. You
You
got
know
to
what I'm
be able to
saying?
stay solid.
Then I have, yes, you know what
I
I'm saying?
feel
So I
like
don't have that time or room or whatever for someone that's not going to be a part of.
Renee
You know what I'm
says,
saying?
you have to be supportive uh, of your man
Mhm.
and let him be a man. Of
Mhm.
course, you are going to be without sometimes, and you are going to have disagreements. But
Mhm.
when he grows and grows up, because there is some growing up on both sides, but the reward is if you hold. The reward is if you hold. Fact. That's a fact.
Just
Um,
say if you hold, you
I,
can
I,
hold.
I that's I
Oh
can't
yeah,
say the
you can
rest.
hold on. You can have everything and want for nothing, and
Mm,
that is fact.
beautiful,
That is fact.
beautiful.
Michelle said, and what works for one couple may not work for another couple. Do what works. There are no cookie cutters relationships.
Facts.
That
Facts
is true.
on both
That is
both
true.
comments.
And I
Both comments.
I appreciate you
But
saying that
Renee,
because
you like, they don't even make you anymore. You know? Like I hear it's
I
so
know, right?
poetic when
Hold
you
on, Renee.
said
How
it.
many daughters you got?
Yeah,
Because
no, for real. You need to start cloning them. Cause these man, they ain't no none of that. They're not there's women are not
is it
staying
not?
down.
Well, hold on. Can we say it's not really none of that, or is it just we're
Listen,
not finding that?
listen, these women,
Maybe I just don't
okay,
want to exclude the
okay,
whole.
now we can't say I'm gonna give you 85% of the women
Oh
right now.
shit!
85% of the women
Not
right
even
now
85.
is
Damn.
not she is not about to uh be poor with you for 35 minutes, let
Really?
alone 6 years.
Nigga.
Ain't no woman about to wait for you to graduate college and become successful and all of that. And that's
Nigga.
what upset me. It's like
Yeah.
that's why I'm like I'm not marriage material because I'm not about to work hard as shit, get all of the money, and you reap all the damn benefits. We not doing that.
No.
What we not gonna
Well, I
do?
mean, but the thing
That's what
is,
we not gonna do.
if you have the state of mind already to be a provider or whatever, that
Yeah,
makes you marriage material.
mama and grandma taught
Do
us.
you understand that?
I know.
Did you hear what I just said?
What'd you say? I'm sorry. I
No,
was
I said
good.
if you have the mindset
Uh-huh.
of being a provider for whoever that you're going to be with, or whatever, that makes you marriage material. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Because basically, I mean, you might not feel like that you're marriage material to someone that's basically not right now in your life or whatever the case may be, but you are marriage material by the way that your actions is and how you work and how you
okay. I get
want
what you're saying.
to structure your
Yeah,
life.
I get you.
You see what I'm
I get what you're
saying?
saying.
So
Okay.
that's how I am. I think I'm marriage material. I just can't get married yet.
Yeah,
That's how.
right.
You know what I'm
I
saying? Because I'm not structured like that. You
I'm
know what I'm
falling
saying?
slowly out of love with the word marriage
Right.
until I, hear, Renee and, realize that I do know some some
Uh-huh.
great marriages, but
Right.
I'm kind of jaded now
And because
because
another part is because you hear so much
it's so much
negativity about people that's I mean, you know how many divorces there been since this pandemic?
I can only
And people that
imagine.
had been together for 10, 15 years or whatever, and then they, after this pandemic, they started getting divorced.
Because you got
More and more
because
people started getting divorced because they really
you
got to
got ready
learn who
for the
that person
word
is.
me
Even
reasons.
if I'm talking about even if they're providing for their family, even if they're rich, even if they're poor, whichever way it was, you hear all these couples or whatever that has been breaking up because why? They didn't really have communication when they was younger. I mean, when they was getting married, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have the real shit. They was kind of like, oh, well, he's providing this. He don't have to be at home yet, so she's providing this, and I
Right,
don't have to be at
right.
home. And you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
yeah,
so when you got
yeah,
stuck with each
yeah.
other, well,
You
what are
had to,
you
yeah.
doing? What did
What
you
do?
do?
What did you do? What you been doing? Why the
Right, let's
kids
go.
doing this? Why they
Yeah,
not doing that?
exactly. Nick said, this world is out of order. Society today is about what you got. Who has more, what can they get? The morals have changed. Today, folks are about a come up. That's true. It's about a come up. Sadly, because uh us as black folks are just now
Or just now getting the hype
just now
because of
getting
police
because of police
beside
brutality,
brutality,
etc.
etc.
Other non-blacks are benefiting by helping, promoting, etc. Just sad. Yep. And Renee said, my mama and grandma taught me.
Yeah, and
That's
she
what.
said she'll be 70 on her birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy
Renee.
birthday, Renee. That's her grandmother. Your grandmother be 70.
No, she said
Hold on. Oh, she said I would be
I'll be
70
70.
years
Yeah.
old my birthday, but I look good.
Yeah, you
Damn, you
do.
damn
That's why I
show
said,
shit.
damn.
That's why
When you
I
said
thought she talking about
70s,
her
I said, damn. That's
grandmother.
what I was saying, damn about. I'm like, damn,
Right,
Renee,
right.
you
Shit,
70? I did
yeah.
not know that. You look
You
good,
know what I'm
Renee.
saying? She's doing her
Look
thing,
really
man,
good.
and she's a good woman, man. So he's a lucky man. He's a
It's
lucky man.
definitely lucky.
You know,
But
but
she's a lucky woman, though.
true, true, true,
That's why she been there for that long.
true, true, true.
Because women to get rid of your ass.
Right,
I'm gonna tell you
exactly.
that.
True, true,
Black
true.
women will get rid of. Hey, men, if you listening to me out there, a black woman will bounce your ass faster than one of them platinum quarters from the 70s. You know them real nickels, them old school nickels, them real nickels that was made of what? Iron and copper, whatever they was made.
Yeah.
She will bounce your ass, skip you like a rock on the ocean, or skip you like a rock on a lake.
Right, right.
She will get rid of your ass.
Marshall's in the house.
Don't
Marshall said, "Hey, man."
don't think what's happening, family. What's good? What's good? Hey, man, don't think she won't get rid of your ass.
Right,
She
right.
will get rid of you. Look, facts. Women all over the world said facts. She will bounce your ass up out of there like a Spalding ball.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I just think, you have to really know when you're ready to be married. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? To know if you're marriage material.
But
And
okay.
and just like you hit on, it's kind of like unless you have your shit where you really wanted to be, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or you
Okay, so
don't feel like you.
give me your top give me your top 3 you must have qualities to say if you saying you to say you want to get married,
Mhm.
what are the 3 qualities you feel every person has to possess? Woman or man,
Okay.
right? No matter what gender.
Uh, first of
Yeah,
all,
she said, hold on,
hold
before
on.
you go in and say, yep, you'll come home and the house will be cleaned out and she'll be gone
No,
out of
yeah,
there.
hey,
Ain't gonna be no only thing
hey,
gonna be left is
hey.
your
Let me
PlayStation.
tell you something. I had a breakup like that before.
She came home
I came home and she was gone.
butt naked.
I was probably like what 20, 23, 24 years
And wasn't
old.
the butt naked you
And
was looking
and
for.
and I mean it was my fault. You know what I'm saying? It was my fault, you know what I'm saying? But then when she found out and she got fed up, she was,
Yeah. When a woman's fed
you
up,
know what I'm saying?
R.
So I,
Kelly.
I learned my lesson at a
Yeah.
young age, you
Bounce
know
that
what I'm
ass
saying?
on up out of there. Yeah.
uh so just the top 3. The
All
top
right,
3.
top 3, go with it.
Okay. So first of all, communication.
Number 1.
That's the main key.
Okay. Communication.
Attractive. I have to be attracted to it.
So no, I'm talking not okay for you. Okay
Uh-huh.
for you. Attractive. Okay, attractive.
And
And one more.
for her to be the marriage material,
Yeah. For you to for her to be marriage material.
communication, attractive, and just basically how she carries herself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like how she basically uh 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 treat others around her surroundings,
Okay.
carrying herself. You know what I'm saying?
I need I was saying in general, like for the people out there, like what would be 3 main things that you think people should have for marriage? We can go to that after that. Me, I need real talk, I need a nurturer,
Mm,
right?
mm.
That's what I need
Wow.
more than anything.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
I will take a
some people call that mama's boy.
yeah, I may need that.
That's what you
I'll
need.
take that. I'll take that because
Okay. Y'all heard him. Y'all heard
I
it here
need
first.
I need to if that's what you call that, because what I mean by that is I need you to understand that I've been tough all day.
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying? And I need you to know that I need this to be my place of peace. And I need you to know that I come home broken sometimes. And I need you to understand that you got to
I know.
put me back together.
Is that 3?
You know what I'm saying? But no,
That's
no,
all
that was
one?
just all in one. Okay. A nurturer.
Yeah.
2, I'm gonna go with I guess that go with respect. I put the nurture and respect together. The
Mhm.
nurture and respect.
Mhm.
2, I think you gotta be
Okay.
somewhat of a freak though.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because I'll take that over looks.
I have to put that on number 4, but yeah.
I'll take it because I can't. You can't be a cute like cover your chest when
Yeah,
when you get busy. Like I can't stand the women that hug their breasts.
yeah.
We're
Oh,
not in
what
high
the heck?
school.
I know, right?
Yeah, I can't stand that. And then 3, intellectual.
Right?
Those are
Yes.
the 3
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
I
yeah.
need. I can work with everything else. But for everybody else, I think that far as just a foundation for marriage, I think that you said for sure communication. I think you need trust.
That's what Nick said.
I think yes, I think
Communication, trust, and goals.
she said turn your mic off, Phil.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Can
I
y'all hear me now? I know y'all hear me
I
now.
think trust is probably the number one thing. And 3, unconditional love.
Unconditional. But do people don't I don't think people know what unconditional love is. That's the thing.
Well,
They don't
first
understand what
first
unconditional
off,
and unconditional means.
look up the word unconditional
Exactly.
and then put it in front of love.
There you go.
Let's do that. No, because
True.
I say that
That's
to
real
say
talk.
because we use these words and we don't go look them up,
True. That
right?
is
And
true.
we don't understand what that really because the word is self-explanatory.
Right.
Unconditioned, without condition.
Yeah.
For no, not because he got money, not for any, it goes back to what you're saying. The reason why people are getting divorced during this pandemic is because these marriages weren't unconditional, right? The
Right.
love wasn't unconditional.
Of
It had
course.
conditions.
It had conditions.
Because he
That
had
part.
money,
That part.
because he provided
Yes.
a life, or because she had a fat ass,
Yeah.
or because she had nice breasts. No, real talk.
That
Because
is real
men,
talk. That's that part.
I'm ashamed of us.
Uh-huh.
Now that I'm
Mhm.
older, I'm so ashamed of us
Yeah.
because we don't have not an ounce of respect for ourselves. We don't have
Mhm.
no damn what's the word I'm looking for? Like standards.
Right,
We have
right,
no
right, right.
standards.
Right.
She gotta be cute.
Right,
We
right,
don't
right,
want
right.
nothing else.
No, I can't do
No,
that, man.
no, what I'm saying is we start there.
Yeah.
And I think that that's our biggest flaw.
Well, that's a our first intuition, period. Our first thing when we see a woman is what she look
What
like.
she look like,
You
if
know
she
what I'm
got a
saying? And
butt,
what she got.
if she
Yeah,
got
yeah, yeah,
nice
yeah, yeah.
breasts,
Yeah, and
but
it's attractiveness. I
she
mean,
could be
that's our bloodline.
but she
That's
could
what we
be
are.
cute, broke, and dumb.
True. But that's what you learn later. But you don't
See, but that's
but you don't start off with
but
that.
that's
You can
how
be
we
like, she good. Then you trying to find out how smart she
that's
is or
why I
what she
say
got.
I'm disgusted with us.
Yeah.
Because we wait till we married already. We didn't married her already. Found out she's stupid and she spent all the money. Now you in divorce court like that because you married her because she was cute.
Right.
We're not asking these women.
The right
We're not
questions, the right
asking any real
the
questions at these
communication that you
dinners.
really need to be
On these
asking and
days,
talk
we're
about.
not asking anything right. Like if I get paralyzed on one side and fall, and you come home, I
Well,
got shit all on me. Is you gonna clean me up, or is you gonna call your brother to come pick me up?
true.
Are you gonna
And
protect me? Like
that's
you
the
get what
type
I'm
of
saying?
questions that
Those are real
questions,
questions because
exactly.
as men, this is what you're gonna need. We
But you know what?
we worry
This is
about
our
our
thing
penis
though.
too much.
This is our thing. When we start off with dating
Because
someone,
when he stopped working,
no,
is you gonna cheat on me?
no, when we start
Because we
off
get
dating,
old.
what we do, we trying to entertain most.
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes,
saying? We're trying to prove something
that we
and show
not.
so and not like you said, and not having the real
Mm-hmm.
conversations. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I'm trying to show you, I got a car, I got a place, I got a
Mm-hmm.
house, I got this or whatever, blah,
Showing
blah,
your
blah,
chest,
showing your
banging on
chest
your
or whatever.
chest.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then what's your intellect? What are you really about?
What are
What are
you
y'all real
about?
conversation about? You know what I'm saying? And that's what things that we don't get to, whatever.
Can
And
I
it, and
cry
it's
to
and it
you?
sucks because it's kind of like some years that went by. I've been in some relationships, whatever, and I try to have the conversation at the beginning, I think for some reason is ignored.
It
It
does,
gets balled up and ignored, and then you kind of go through so much until you get fed up, and that conversation comes back over
and you
again,
hot.
especially in your head because
Now
you
you
kind of
hot.
like, damn, I done spent 3-4 years with this, and we ain't did what the hell?
Do you even know me?
Yeah,
See, I
exactly.
know
You know what I'm
Renee.
saying?
I know Renee knows God first. I'm gonna let me read this first. Renee said, because I was talking about God first, trust and respect, communication, understanding. Would you say understandings are the
Yeah,
challenges of love? Beautifully put,
yeah,
poetically put.
yeah.
I love it. But where was I going? I don't want to. I don't want to lose that.
I was more so talking about how basically you end up talking, end up really having that real conversation until
I think it's
years later.
because I think too we so scared of running them away before we get the ass.
Yeah.
I think that's we don't want to have those intense conversations
You got
before we
something. You
get
got
that
something.
ass.
Because
And
you don't tell what your bad shit was at the beginning.
no, you don't.
You let sometimes you scared to tell them whatever, and you feel like if a person like you enough as you go on, you can kind of ease that in.
You can't
You
though.
know what I'm saying? And that's what end
You
up.
can't
So
because it comes out sloppy.
for instance, you have a female that has their moms and dads, and she just grew up in this whole family thing oriented thing or whatever. No crime, no criminal shit going
Mhm,
on and stuff like
mhm,
that. She meets you. But you put on this facade like,
mhm.
you had a family,
Yeah, and all
you
that.
know what I'm saying? You had all that
Mhm,
or whatever,
mhm.
and then as time goes on and be like, well, my mom passed at such and such, or my dad wasn't there, blah, blah, blah. And then it's kind of like she's thinking to herself, like, what kind of life did this person have? You know what I'm saying? So now you getting this real
Yeah, exactly.
conversation
Yeah,
stuff or whatever,
yeah.
as time is going on
And
or
you should
whatever,
have
right?
gotten those
And you should have did
conversations
it at the
earlier.
beginning. And
Mhm.
so as times go on and you telling these things, whatever, then next thing you could tell her like, well, I went to jail when I was like, 20. What?
You went to jail.
That could be the one that
Yeah.
just snapped her.
It's
Like,
like,
oh, but that's what type of
I
nigga
don't
I
do
don't do
I
niggas
don't
that
do
do that.
felons.
Exactly, or whatever. You just never know. But that's the point. It's
I'm
kind of
putting
like
it
you don't have that conversation at the beginning. Like, look, babe, this is me. You
because
know
you
what I'm saying?
don't
I'm an
wanna
open book. This is what I am.
you scared not to get no ass.
But not only scared not to get on ass, you're scared that person's not going to like you, and then some people are afraid of that, and don't
Ev-
have have a conversation.
Eventually to get some
Yeah.
ass.
Oh, that's representative. Yes. Oh,
Yes,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
representative.
Yes.
Yes,
And
the
right, you better
representative.
dig deep in that mind. That's what Michelle
Yes,
said
you
too.
better climb deep in there
Yeah.
because like I said, after my grandfather, I really realized that, and I started to check the women, and then I started to really talk to them,
Mhm.
and I really start to hear what they saying, and really they just want you to take care of them. But I always ask the question, but what about me? Am I gonna be all right? So what if I do all of these things you want me to do? How are you gonna make sure that I continue to be able to provide? Or are you just going to allow me to provide without making sure that I'm okay?
Right.
You
Right.
feel me? Making sure that I'm not depressed and I'm
Yeah.
not going through these things, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that at this time and this moment, it's just not even on both sides. You just don't want to do it. You don't want to put in the time. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want to say, because like you say, you really want to score, right? You want to score, and then you want to see what's to the relationship.
Mhm.
You feel me? But
Mhm.
what I like to do is, especially now, it's part of the game too. I like to take sex out the equation because
Yeah.
I can get that. I got enough women for that.
Yeah, and
You feel what I'm saying?
I think that's where I am right now
When
in my life.
when
It's
you
kind
meet
of
a
like
new one, take
that's
sex out the equation.
equation.
And
Exactly.
then she or he can't control you
Mhm.
with
Mhm.
just sex because now I want to know what you about.
Right, right.
I want to know if I can borrow $20.
Mhm.
Now
Mhm.
I might not call you asking, but it's a conversation because I feel like women, or especially these era women, they could take $1,000, but if you call them and say, "Babe, I need $100 to make this to do this, my gas or whatever,"
Mhm.
it's an issue.
Right.
Excuse me.
Mhm. Renee,
because
oh, go
because
ahead.
they so used to um a man having to provide.
Right,
And
right,
I
right.
feel like, and I'm gonna let you answer that comment or say the comment from Renee. I feel like the issue is now women have for so long, or this era of women have been taught so long that a man is supposed to protect and provide for them
Right.
that they have not been taught what they're actually supposed to do for him.
What their roles are.
What is their role? What's
Mhm.
the role? The man role
Mhm.
is cemented.
Mhm.
If he can't protect, he can't provide, he's a bum. He's out of there.
Right.
Women, the new era of woman can teeter the line now.
Yeah, I
She
can
don't
get my own. I
necessarily.
can do my
I'm
own. I can
independent.
do
I'm
this,
da-da-da.
right.
So she don't necessarily have to cook every night because she's a working woman.
Right.
She don't necessarily have to make sure your clothes washed because she a working woman now. She's independent. So she's slowly taking. So now you in the kitchen doing dishes. You cooking food for the kids, right? She's slowly taking on the new era, right? Because she's become so independent that she's slowly she's relinquishing all of her duties because she's independent. She's not
Do you
that
feel
anymore.
like you think that's why a lot of marriages don't last?
Yes. Both sides. I think
Yeah.
that men have not been open enough and really express how they feel in relationships. They've been going in it with thinking with their small head.
I think like we said earlier, whatever, it's just basically not having that real conversation early.
Yeah.
Not having, not sitting here trying to impress you about what I got and what I'm doing or whatever the case may be, but where I've been and how I've grown up. So you can understand from there, you know what I'm saying?
How you
Because
can treat me.
because I might tell you something and let you know that maybe I had mommy issues, maybe I had daddy issues, whatever the case may
deal
be.
with abandonment issues.
So I can gauge on how I want to deal with this person or not deal with this person. You know what I'm saying? And let it be done early and not waste your time or my time as well. Renee said, but remember you used to couldn't get the ass until you were married.
No, for real.
Yeah,
no.
With them days, I don't know. I never came up in them days.
Yeah, but that was but you know what? I think really what needs to happen as well too is that was back when they was marrying y'all off, but y'all didn't like that as well though, Renee. You know, women are relinquishing all of that. They breaking away from that as well. And so I've also come to the point where I'm giving them their independence. But I ain't gonna play their games.
Right.
Right. I'm not gonna take shit and you're not gonna give me shit and tell me it's sugar.
But to be honest with you, man, because of the way I've grown up or whatever, and seeing women wear many hats at one time and still be a family, you know what I'm saying, and still take care of home, you know what I'm saying, and that's the only thing. It's kind of like, yes, wear the hats, yes, I'm supportive of it, independent, do your thing or whatever, be strong, but take care of home. You know what I'm saying? As well as I should. You know what I'm saying? The same thing. But that's kind of what did Marshall, how many times you and Lynette, Snoopy, whatever, man. I ain't never talked to Snoopy. Shut up,
boom,
dude.
boom.
I know, right? My point, Daddy didn't play that.
No,
yes,
he didn't.
Exactly.
Old school, yeah.
Exactly.
You ain't
but then let's get because we can go long. We can go on this one.
We can go all day.
I didn't even realize what time it is.
Hey, you want to get to these influencers?
Real quick, we're not influencers, but we're gonna talk about what we've been watching. What we've been watching, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's definitely get into that.
Let's see. The first thing, I don't know if you have been checking it out on Hulu. Have you seen the Summer of Soul?
No. I ain't here.
Man.
I'm not.
Okay.
Only thing I'm watching on Hulu or I started watching was Wonder Years.
Oh.
The black version.
I have to check that out.
It's awesome.
but Summer of Soul is directed by Questlove.
All right.
And it's a concert that they had in Harlem in 1969 at Mount Morris Park.
On the same day as Woodstock.
As 100 miles from Woodstock. Yes.
Yeah.
And it was called the Harlem Culture Festival.
Yeah.
And
they
never aired it. Man, I watched this last night, dude. And it just took me back like the music my mom was playing. I don't remember if you remember the Fifth Dimension and Marilyn McCool.
I remember that. I know.
Remember the song Aquarius? Stars of Aquarius.
I know.
You remember? I can't sing it, but anyway, I watched it do it, and I just got feeling like Sly and the Family Stone.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder. I didn't even know Stevie Wonder could play drums.
Yeah.
No, he was killing them drums.
He a bad boy.
I didn't know. I knew he can play, of course. I just and the harmonica. I knew the keyboard, but he was on there just tearing some drums up, dog. I was like, wow.
Yeah, they
Stevie?
come from an era of talent. You have to have talent.
That whole time, dude.
You have to have talent.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's a good watch.
I'm gonna go watch.
Check that and watch that out.
Definitely gonna watch that.
Yes. And you guys, y'all watching? Y'all.
I don't know where y'all at. Ozark, man.
Oh,
Netflix.
I already finished it.
Yeah, I'm waiting on part 2 of this season 4.
No, season 4. Yeah. Is it season 4 or season 5?
Yeah.
Is it season 4 or season 5?
Season 4.
4?
They ended
1,
it.
2. Okay. Yeah. Dude, I've watched it.
They ended it, and what they're doing is they broke it into 2 parts. So
Oh, okay.
now the ending is this next 7 episodes, or how many episodes they're gonna have.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that is crazy.
Mhm.
I've been rewatching Seinfeld.
Oh, really?
Seinfeld, yes. Amazing.
You went back to the
Bruh, it's probably the most funniest show I ever watched. Like, sometimes I'm in the house, I'll be smoking my joint or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and I'll sit there and I watch. The show is about nothing, but it's so well written
Mhm.
that you have this running joke. Like, my favorite had me crying, like I was literally in tears. George and this architect shit. Like, it started from the first episode. It's like the second or third episode
Uh-huh.
where Jerry meets a girl,
Right.
and he meet her at a dinner with Elaine, but he didn't want to ask her the name of Elaine, so they went to her job.
Yeah.
And he like, well, why are you here when you came to see me? Well, what do you do? I'm an architect.
Right,
And so through this whole the whole 9 seasons,
Uh-huh.
it's like a running joke.
Yeah.
And this idiot just brings it up randomly.
It's random.
Like
their chemistry dude on there was just kind of like off the chain. The whole chemistry, man. It was just kind of like
Kramer,
you know how sometimes people end up meeting and they just meant to be
click.
around each other. That's kind of how they were. That's kind of how friends were, stuff like that. Another thing though, I would say to watch, man, is Bel Air on Peacock.
Yeah.
Dude,
I caught the first episode.
I've seen the 2. I've seen 2, man, and the Carlton on there cracks, man. He's off the chain, dog.
It's well
the Carlton
written,
on there, man, is off the chain, man, and it's y'all definitely have to. I don't want to give it away or whatever, but y'all definitely have to check out that one too.
I think
check that as well.
I think watching it now though, coming after graduating and going to school, I look at it with such a different eye.
Right.
And it just, I see how they develop him as an intense character. They're giving Carlton some edge.
Well,
because he never had edge because it was on TV.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? And so what they did was
this is what we really wanted to say.
This is what we wanted to say. And this is what we want to show you. And it's so raw, and I'm loving that. That's one of my favorites.
But I have to subscribe to Peacock to see the rest of them. Unless we see it like after
I'm waiting
before,
I'll be waiting every week.
As they bring it on. Hey, so man. So that's gonna do it for us today. We appreciate you guys coming in. What time is it, man? 10 out. Time go too fast.
Yeah, we go too fast. Yeah, we
got give them a little teaser that we're gonna be talking about next week, though, man, because we talked about you forgot. Teaser for next week. Young women not playing.
Oh yeah. But fellas, next week, this is especially for the fellas. Ladies, I want y'all to come out. Definitely tell your friends. I need y'all to start sharing the links, and so we can really get everybody in on this one. Definitely. But next week, man, these young women ain't playing, man. Anywhere from the age of about 17.
Why are you looking at that?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm tripping. Anyway, I thought I was.
I know we're so used to looking at that.
From the age of 17 to about 35, these women are not playing. So next week, we're going to very definitely tap into that. We're going to talk about it. I got stories on top of stories.
And we want y'all to comment on that. We want y'all to comment.
I want y'all opinion. I want to know how y'all, of course, feel it's the same thing. But I really want raw emotions on this. I want y'all to tell some friends so they can come in. And I want you to get some young women. Tell your niece to join in.
That's right.
And I want them to say yay or nay. Right? I want them. I really want this to be a Q&A. I really want y'all to tap in.
That part,
Q&A. On this one.
A Q&A, because basically, I'm sure people have something to say.
Yeah,
and we're going to give it to you raw. We're going to give it, you know what I'm saying, exactly what we see happening, how we see it going. I mean, I'm talking about relationship. We're talking about I ain't gonna give it out because what I gotta say is gonna be.
Listen, man, I'm just gonna tell you like this, fellas. First off, get your ducats. Marshawn Lynch say, man, make sure your chicken right first before you start dealing with these women. First thing. 2, after that, put on put on a jacket because it's gonna be a cold winter because they is not playing out here for you.
Yeah.
So tune in next week. Have a ball. Y'all be safe out there this weekend.
That's right.
Enjoy yourselves, but keep God with you. Make sure y'all go to church. When you go to church, make sure you pray for me.
That part.
And if you got
Well, I
one
can't
of
get
them,
no prayers though.
oh yeah, no.
I'm just teasing. I'm just
And you, of course, pray for the show.
Oh, yeah.
Pray for everybody,
Definitely,
my family,
yes.
everybody, your family. I love y'all, man. I'm just happy to be here. I'm excited, to be here.
And say what's up to your moms, man.
Yeah, I definitely gonna say what's up with moms. I gotta make sure she start tapping in too.
I know, right?
So she
give her the right time. Give her the right time.
I'll give her the right time. And
that's what's up. That's what's up.
But yeah, next week y'all better be here. Make sure y'all get some youngsters in here because I want to know. But like I say, fellas, you better put on a jacket. It's gonna be a cold winter. Because they colder than the hookers hard out here now.
Check it out. Check it out. We appreciate you guys. See y'all next week, 5 p.m. Reasons, baby. The reasons why. Peace.
I'm gone.
It's a new year. It's a new day. Every week, we want to know your reasons why.
From Arizona to Los Angeles, I watch Reasons.
From Dallas to LA.
From Kansas City all the way to LA.
From KC
to Florida to LA.
We watch Reasons. And it starts